Hey everyone, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to the Happily Ever After podcast. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode. I believe we're on episode 36 now or something like that. I think this is a point where we stop keeping count of the episodes, right? I think we just kind of move on. This might be the end of hearing it, or I'll probably do this again next week. Because I just paused a moment ago. I was like, I keep saying the same thing every single week.
It's been a tough start to the podcast.
It has. Maybe I'll give you all the sound clip later on. But I try to mix it up a little bit, make it fresh. But we're so glad that you're joining us this week. We have another exciting vlog. Whoa! Another exciting podcast episode because we're going to be talking about our Disney trip, and it's coming close to the end of our episodes where we're talking about our trip. We only have about maybe I think it's like 2 more vlogs that are going to premiere on YouTube, and then that'll be pretty much it for talking about this past trip. But the fun doesn't stop here because we have so much we want to get to, so many more topics we're going to be discussing. So we'll still be here weekly. And of course, we have our Patreon page where we're going to be talking about a lot of bonus stuff, right? This week, we're going to be talking about our Disney trip, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. I really want to start off with what kind of went on this week. We went back and watched some of our old vlogs. We've kind of been doing that, and we watched from 2017. It was actually because my sister and her boyfriend were over here, and I kind of forgot how it got started, but we watched our old vlog with Melissa and Max when we were at Epcot, and we were drinking around the world, or at least trying to conquer it. This was probably my first attempt at it. I feel like I've done this twice, and this was the first time. Yeah. So this time there's a funny story. I'll tell you the short version, but you need to go watch the vlog. You can find it. It's from 2017 with Melissa and Max. And maybe I'll put the little link to that video in the notes below so you guys can find it. But I was a broke, just out of college, working at Disney kid. I don't know how old we were. 2017. What was that? 9 years ago?
Yeah.
So I wasn't, not too old. I wasn't a kid, but I was broke. And Melissa and Max were in town. You were working. You were joining us later at Epcot. And we started drinking around the world. Now, if you've never drank around the world at Epcot, you might not know how expensive it is. And if you have, you're very familiar with the concept. Pretty much every drink, at a minimum, even if you're getting a beer, is going to be about $10. Some beers are like $7, $8. I don't think there's anything $7 anymore. I think it's all like $8 and above. So on average, there's what is there? 13 countries? Can you find that out? I need to know the official number. So let's just say right now we're using that arbitrary 13 as the countries, and you're getting 11. Okay, 11 countries, and you're spending $10 at each. You spent $110 at minimum on drinking around the world. So it's kind of expensive. So we decided we're going to do this. We're going to drink around the world, and we get 3 countries in. We started in Canada, and we get to France, and Max finds this berry on a wall in France, and he was like, if you eat this berry, then I will pay for the rest of your drinks.
I swear it wasn't on the wall. It was on the floor.
No, it was on the wall. I would not have eaten it. Maybe I would have. Wouldn't have. Yeah. It was on a wall, though. I ate it because I was like, I'm not paying for another drink. All I have to do is eat this berry. And I did it. That was it. Max paid for the rest of my drinks, which was fantastic, by the way, and continued to drink around the world. It was funny. It kept getting worse. Throughout the vlog, you literally see us just declining on our way, and we finally get to Germany. I think you had enough of us at this point. You joined us in when we got to America?
Yeah.
And you were just like over it.
I was not happy. I had to work so early in the morning. I was not partaking.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun for us.
Yeah.
Max danced in Germany.
But it was also like really different for me because we weren't like super early in our relationship, but we were like coming over like I feel like a big like hump of like really like we did this big move together, like, you know, and you don't usually drink that much.
No, I really don't.
And since I wasn't like partaking, and it was like a weird thing to like see you like participating in, I was like, okay. This was not it for me.
It was Melissa Max heavily influenced.
I was cranky.
Kind of. Yeah, so we continued. We got to China. Oh my gosh, Max cries at the China video, and we conquer it. And it's just funny because Max at the end, he's like, I did it. Had a drink from every country around the world. I did it. Like he's screaming in the middle of Epcot. And then we told you we were going to hit Spaceship Earth. And at this point, the park was already closed and you already knew that. And we tried to hustle our way out to Spaceship Earth and obviously didn't make it in time. But, that was a great time. Not so great for you though. So sorry about that. But here we are. 9 years later, and I don't know. I think I've only drank around the world one more time. You've never drank around the world. I don't know if
No.
I don't know if that's really a thing for you. Like a drink from every country. Do you think you could do it?
I think I could. I think I would just like literally take all day because I would just like nurse every drink.
Yeah, so that way you're like, you can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably get like a beer at every country. That way I was like sticking with the same type of alcohol and having the lowest percentage.
I mean, that's a smart way to actually like conquer it.
But they are filling.
Yeah.
Although I think shrinkflation also hit the Epcot beers.
So. Oh, 100%. Especially 9 years ago to now.
I'm kind of happy with that. Like maybe with like the food and wine ones because they're like smaller and they're cheaper. You know, that might be like an easy way around it.
Yes. Well, you know who could really help support you and drinking around the world?
Patreon.
Our Patreons. And we want to say thank you to all of our Patreons. We have a new Patreon this week. I hope I pronounce your name right. Please forgive me if I don't. But Tegan Mulryan is a new Patreon member. So thank you so much for supporting us over there. And you, our listeners, can help support our show by joining our Patreon. You can become a paid member. You can join the Monorail group, the Bellhop group, or the VIP group. And everything has different fun things. There's a lot of fun things, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. But we would really appreciate your support either way. And if Patreon's not your thing, you can support us on YouTube. You can join us over there and watch all our vlogs weekly. You can support us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the places. We're literally all the places. But the best way to also support us that's completely free of charge, is by giving us a Apple 5-star review. And we have a new one this week. So are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
This one comes from Disney Girl 920. And she says, and the title is Best Disney Advice. She says, I love listening to this podcast. They are informative with all things Disney. From park tips and tricks to Disney dining, I have followed them for a while and always look forward to a new podcast. Disney vacations are even better following their advice.
That's really nice.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
That's like really, that's a
nice,
really detailed and thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's an A+. Thank you. That means a lot to us. And so, yeah, we would love all your support. But give us an Apple 5-star review. Top of the line there. But thank you guys. Thanks for all of our supporters on Patreon. And thank you for following us on all the places. Speaking of Patreon, like we said, we're going to be discussing our Disney trips. So our Patreon this week, we're going to be continuing that and talking more and diving into our Disney trip coming up for the September. Speaking of that, though, speaking of this next September and talking about what we've done this week, we got some stuff for our countdown.
Yeah, I think we finally solidified a plan. Now, is it going to be executed? I'm afraid of this one.
Listen, mine, I had this big idea for our last one and the execution, and it did not turn out great. And you told me it was not going to turn out great, and I said, no, it will. Let's just do it. But this one, I believe, will be great.
Well, there's 2 lessons there. 1, listen to your wife.
I knew it.
And 2, always trust a Pisces with creative thoughts. There you have it.
Yeah, I have 2 Pisces in the house now, too.
You do.
Yeah.
We're very creative. We can help with anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do believe this is going to work out, though.
I think it will.
Okay. Well, do you want to tell everyone kind of the idea, or do we?
No, I'm afraid.
Okay, you're afraid until we do it.
Yeah.
Just know that there is a Disney countdown coming. We will do it. We will have a little reel and TikTok of how we do it once we execute it, and then we'll talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Once it's complete, we'll talk about how it worked out. But
yeah,
we got all the stuff for it. We're going to make it soon.
I hope so.
We're going to make it. We have to make it before you leave for the beach in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
that's the goal.
over the next week or so, we'll get it complete.
We'll do it.
Mother's Day was this weekend.
It was.
How was that?
It was actually so good. It was so good. Like, I know you had to work until 3 p.m., but it really wasn't that bad. Like, we just kind of hung out. I think we had French toast for breakfast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's my favorite breakfast. So we made French toast. I really don't remember what I did in the morning with the kids, but apparently they were pleasant enough for me to not have a horrible memory. We just kind of hung out. It was really nice. I think we played in the backyard or something, maybe.
I think you did do some outside time. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I wasn't here, but you told me like how your day went. But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I wonder if I have any like pictures.
To remind you. What did you get?
What did I get?
Yeah.
I literally sat in my pajamas all day.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
That's
at
how 2:26 p.m. I have a picture of me and Jackson, and I'm still in my pajamas.
That's the way it should be.
I know, honestly. What did I get? I got a Lululemon purse, and Stella has the matching miniature purse. I got a Lululemon athletic dress and a scrunchie.
And flowers.
Sorry, and flowers. They came the night before. Flowers.
Listen, none of the purses, the dresses would have mattered if I would have left out the flowers. Let's be honest.
True.
If I would not have brought you flowers on Mother's Day, I don't think we'd be talking about Mother's Day on the podcast.
So true. So true.
And what did we do for
we
dinner?
went out to dinner to a place called Mimosas over here in Knoxville, and it was actually so good. I had the pot roast, which they made with short ribs. Like, I can still taste it now. It was so delicious. And wasn't like too expensive either, I don't think.
It's not that it was expensive, but like, okay, let me set the scene for you. It's in these it's at the bottom of these apartment buildings in South Knox by like the University of Tennessee. You walk in and the decor looks fancy, and then you look on the walls and it's all the walls are completely filled by TVs. So it's like this weird, like, is it a sports bar? Is it for like college kids, or is it fancy? Then you sit down and the menu looks amazing.
Yeah, so good.
It's not sports food. Like, it's not like a bar food. It's nice, like fine dining almost. So it is a little bit pricey when you look at the place, but our food was amazing.
Well, they also had some like burgers and stuff too. It's like you could get more like casual food, but I chose like an entree.
True.
Which was the pot roast. It was so delicious. I don't think it was expensive for what it was. I also think the portion was really great. Like, I ate everything on my plate aside from a few carrots that I had to share with Stella. But I ate everything, and like, I don't usually ever do that because I always take home leftovers, but some meals you just want to eat all of it there. And it was a really good portion size. I was very happy with it. It was not too much food. Like, I didn't leave like feeling super bloated. So that was good.
Yeah, I did get a burger there. I got a Wagyu double beef smash burger or something, but it was phenomenal.
You really liked it.
I really did. I ate it all. It had its own little special sauce. Came with fries. The fries were seasoned well, and they had a little herbed
aioli. Yeah,
and
it was so delicious.
I was okay with that, but yeah, you really liked that.
I thought it was so good. I love an aioli, and I love herbs, so it was good. Jackson had a mac and cheese.
Yeah,
and Stella had a little bit of everyone's. She was a happy camper.
She was a happy camper. So definitely try it out if you're in the Knoxville area.
Yeah, it was good. We tried to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes. Yeah,
we had to go to 2 different Dunkin' Donuts because they were like, we don't have any of the donuts that you ordered. We were like, nice, thank you.
We pull up and they're like, yep, got your order, pull on around. We get there and he literally sticks his head out the window and he goes, so we don't have any of those donuts.
Yeah, and he was like, we have this muffin.
No, I was like, well, what? We were like, well, what do you have? And he goes,
we got some munchkins and got this muffin, and there was like a croissant or something. And I was like,
you don't have any donuts. So just tell us you don't have donuts.
I was like, what is this? But anyway, we got refunded and we went to another Dunkin'. But it was good because we ended up getting drinks too.
Yeah, so we went to the other Dunkin'.
Yeah.
We pulled up. She's like, order when you're ready. And I was like, I was like literally in the middle of like, I have a Mobler. She goes, pull around.
Yeah, we were like, oh, okay. It was really funny.
All right.
But it was a very good Mother's Day. I was really happy. We came home, hung out in the backyard a little bit. Stella's, walking with her little baby walker. That was cute. The kids were on the swings. Jackson was on his little Toyota truck. And we had a really good time.
Yeah.
Just kind of hung out in the yard. It was very nice.
We got the backyard set up that night too.
We did.
Yeah. So we got the sprinkler out so that way we can get the growth in the backyard. I'm really set on getting the back and front yard grass looking great again this year. Like really taking care of the yard. Because
it makes me sad to see like underneath the swing set though, because like that grass is gonna keep getting worse, and then it's gonna take like forever to come back in.
Yeah. That's true. I don't look over there. I just look away.
It's lived in.
That's great term for it.
Yeah.
That's a good term. What else happened to you this week?
A lot of T-ball.
Yeah.
So some T-ball got canceled, rescheduled, all this and that. Today was actually supposed to be the last game of the season, but we have 2 more games next week because everything got rescheduled. The last 2 games that we had to cancel because of rain. So Jackson's doing awesome. He's doing so good. Like he's hitting the ball so hard. He's really paying attention. He's doing it, and it's so cute. He's just learning more and more.
To see his progression from even just the first of the season to now, it's amazing. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, it's been really good. Stella's been a bit of a pain when we've been there, though. Like, at first, I was like, oh, we'll bring her in the stroller, and then she kind of, like, fought about being in the stroller because she was, like, bored, obviously. Like, no matter what snacks or whatever we give her, she just wants out because we're sitting there. And then I was putting her in the baby carrier, and I had a little sun hat on her, and then I was like, well, it's kind of like hard to maneuver. So I was like, maybe I'll just put her back in the stroller and I'll like feed her dinner and feed her food and like get all the stuff ready. But like running out the door and like trying to feed her and like get her food ready and everything. And then like feeding her there isn't ideal because I'm trying to like, watch the game and like pay attention to Jack, not like feed her. So she was back in the baby carrier today and it lasted maybe like half the game.
Okay.
And then she was back out and playing with the bleachers. She literally slipped under the bleacher. So like we were sitting in the first row and like the row behind us like also has like the foot area, which goes like below where our seat is. And she was like standing on that like foot area and like banging on like our seat. And then she just like slipped off of that part and was like a little like bleacher goblin just like hanging out underneath the bleachers. I was like, Stella, you got to get back up. She was like fighting me for it. It was so cute.
That's our Stella.
Yeah, it's my little goblin.
Yeah. What else happened to you this week?
Oh, yeah. I got my hair done.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I just did like a lot more like blonde. I did more like platinum look to it, like very icy. I'm very happy with it. I always like want more of like a dramatic look. Like I'm going to go all blonde. And then I get there. My hairstylist is like, when was the last time I saw you, Amanda? It's been 1.5 years. Like you cannot keep up with like all blonde. I'm like, you're right. You're right. So we did as much as we could, but like still making the roots manageable for like growth. And I think I'm planning on going back every 6 months now.
I think that's a good idea.
Kind of in the program right now. And then I got a purple shampoo for my hair, but I was actually really happy. She said I did not have to use it for like 4 weeks. Like the toner should last for like at least 4 weeks. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got the milkshakes, purple. I don't know what it was called. The name of it like threw me off. I was like, oh, okay. I don't think it was like platinum. I don't remember what it was. Silver Shine. Yep,
Silver Shine.
Yeah. So I was like, oh. I mean, it makes sense because like that's like for like a platinum icy is going to be like silverish, but it was interesting. I do think my hair has like a little purple tinge to it, like just for now, but I think like obviously that's going to wash out, but I really like it. I feel like a new person.
Well, we're really happy for you.
Thank you. So I got my helix piercing, I got my hair done, and I'm not really pumping anymore.
That's a really big thing to talk about.
I think this is my 3rd day without pumping. I'm surviving. I am taking Advil and keeping everything secured until
Keeping the goods secured.
yeah, until I feel safe enough to not, because things are sore. But I think we're working through it. I think it's like working. Yeah, it's like a big step, but I think I'm happy with everything. So 10 months, that's a long time.
That's a long time
to do that.
You did great.
Thank you. I'm very happy with it. So where did we go?
We went to, drum roll please, Dollywood. We took the kids back up to Dollywood on, what was it, Monday evening?
Yes.
And after Jack got out of school, we went straight up there, and it was somewhat busy, but I was so excited because Jack was like, "Oh, I'm going to do Big Bear." And for those of you who are not familiar with like what Big Bear is, with this being more of a Disney podcast, it's very comparable to Slinky Dog. That's pretty much the equivalent of what it is. So he was like, "I'm going to do it." And we're like, "Great, this is going to be awesome." We get up there, and Big Bear does not open for the entire day.
Yep.
Which was very, very upsetting. I was like, this is why we're here. But it doesn't matter. We pivot, and we continue to move on. We do Whistle Punk Chaser, again, the little roller coaster. And we did that a couple times. I did that a couple times. You actually stayed out. You were not feeling too great.
No, I wasn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, so you set out with Stella. I did it twice with him. And this little roller coaster, it's smaller than Barnstormer, but it gets you good. It jerks you around and it makes you nauseous. I'm not a person that gets nauseous on rides, but this one is pretty rough. So we did that. We did the pirate, I don't know what it's actually called there, but it's basically a pirate ship, one of those swinging pirate ships. Jackson tried that, and he was very nervous about it, but he said he wanted to do it. He wanted to give it a try to see if he liked it, and then he ended up loving it. And now he talks about wanting to go back and ride that. So we did a couple other things that we've done at Dollywood before, but that was one of the newer things that he did that he didn't do this 3 weeks ago when we went. And another new thing we did was the big chair swings.
Oh, yeah.
We did that with you.
Yeah. He was really scared at first, but like he loved it. He had such a good time.
Yeah, it was he's on it, and he did Blazing Fury again, the indoor roller coaster. He's honestly becoming more brave. There was something really interesting that happened because we were talking about Fire Chaser with him, which is it's like a train roller coaster there. And we asked him, like, "Oh, do you want to do this?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to do it." And I just was curious. I was like, "Are you scared of it?" And he goes,
You said, "Why are you scared of it?"
"Yeah." I said, "Why are you scared of it?" And he's like, I'm not scared." I said, "Okay, well, why don't you want to do it?" And I just don't want to do it. And I said, "Are you scared?" "No, I'm not scared." And we were talking about it, and I think what he's going through right now, being at 4, which is crazy, but I think he's struggling with, like, he's trying to be brave and do all these new rides, and he's struggling with, like, he doesn't want to, it's, like, embarrassing to actually be scared of a ride when he's, like, trying to be brave and do all these new rides. So we did not push. We're not pushing him on it.
The Fire Chaser's a little rough. It goes backwards for, like, a third of the ride is backwards.
Yes.
And it has 2 launches.
Yes. So I said we're going to conquer Big Bear first, and then we'll start with Fire Chaser after that. Because I think once he does Big Bear and he likes it, then we can start moving on to that ride.
Yeah, I mean, the chair swing was also really interesting because, like, he didn't hesitate going on it, but, like, I also looked at it and I was like, oh, like, I do wonder if this will be, like, a bit much for him. And then we were on it and I was like, why am I like remembering chair swings being way more intense than what this was? I was like, this is it. Like, I don't think he needs to hold on to anything. Like, I think I'd be fine with him just riding on his own than like me and him in a double, you know? It was like nothing. So it was good.
That's good.
It was also my first time on a scrambler since, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Since I've been to Bamboozle.
What?
Yeah.
When was the last time? First of all, when was the last time you went to Bamboozle?
2009 or 10.
Wow.
But I don't know if I went on then. Like, I think I went on like 2006, 2007.
The Scrambler, for those of you who don't know, is like some places call it like a twister. It's like pairs of 3 seats, and in other, like, there's like 3 seats here,
And like they spin, but then the whole thing also spins.
Yes, in a circle.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Jackson really likes it. I mean, I really like it. It used to be my favorite like type of ride, but I feel like I stopped going to places that like had them, you know? Like I stopped going to like carnivals and like state fairs and like things like that. Cause like, you know, you grow up and like you're not like taken to those places anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So then at Bamboozle, which is for those of you who don't know what Bamboozle is, it's a big music concert festival that lasts like 3 days in New Jersey. Well, it's not there anymore, but used to be. And then they all like had rides there. So I'm pretty sure that was the last time I was ever on one. Yeah, it was a long
That's
time
crazy.
ago. Yeah.
I'm glad you got to do it with him. You did a lot of rides at Dollywood with him this week.
I did.
Which was really good. I'm glad you had that opportunity.
Yeah, and Blazing Fury, he was so cute. He didn't even like want me to hold on to him or anything. It was so cute.
Stella fell asleep with me on the train.
Yeah,
on
it was so cute.
Yeah.
I have like the sweetest pictures. Have I ever sent them to you?
No, I need those.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah. After we get done here.
Yeah.
And then the last thing we did this week, this was a big one. We got back on a podcast with our friends from Rope Drop Radio. We were with Lauren and Doug over there. We did an episode. We did tips for toddlers in the parks. We had, honestly, such a great time. Honestly, we had some tips already that we thought of, and there was like a couple more that we really like took our time trying to give some really good advice, because I mean, this is what we're really living in right now, is taking toddlers and kids and babies to Disney. Like that's our lives right now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be able to provide like the best advice we can. And we do it on here as well, but definitely go check out that episode and go check them out. They're amazing over there in what they do. And their podcast is phenomenal. And we'll put the link to that episode in the show notes below as well. But it was a good time, and
we had so much fun.
Yeah, and we're really appreciative that they asked us to come on for this episode. Let's move on now to our Magic Kingdom night. This is the last night we have at Magic Kingdom, and again, we're talking about our Disney World Vacation Vlog series on YouTube. We premiere this weekly on Sundays at 3:45 p.m. Eastern. You can also join us on our Discord at 3:30 by becoming a Patreon member. You get the link even for free right now. We send out our link on Patreon for free. You can join us and chat. We watch together and chat live. It's a lot of fun. But this is it. We are finally nearing the end of our vacation. We're at the end of our Magic Kingdom day. And at this point in the vlog, we are waiting to watch Happily Ever After. I feel like we came up late again to get a spot, but I also like remember it differently. I remember us like getting there like early enough and it still just being a really busy night. Do you remember how this went? Because our spot was actually between like Casey's and the ice cream parlor on Main Street. Were we just late, or do you remember?
I think we were late.
Think we were?
Yeah.
I think maybe we were then. You have a better memory than I do.
What happened was like it was mostly filled in, and then we kind of like came in at like the back, like right where like the line is, because then there was only like a few people behind us. There was probably like maybe 2 or 3 people like behind us. Like, you know, when everyone goes from like sitting to standing. Yes. At that one point, like I'm pretty sure like that's when we came in. And we were like, oh, everyone's standing, and we kind of like bum rushed forward, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Okay. You're probably right. And then I was attempting to go and get us ice cream before Happily Ever After started at the ice cream parlor right there. I went and got in line, and it was just absolutely insane. Like, it wasn't that there was a lot of people in line. There were, but like, it just wasn't moving. Yeah. It just really wasn't moving. So I ended up having to get out of line to be able to make it back. We talked about this a lot. The worst thing ever is finding a spot and then sending somebody to go get food.
Yeah.
I know this happens. This probably happens for a lot of people, and you're like, we'll just go get a spot now, and then we'll send somebody for food. But what ends up happening is it takes longer than usual to get to food, and then navigating the crowd and then the pack team where they're telling you, oh, you can't go this way, you can't go that way, and then trying to get back to your party in time is just terrible.
It's so bad.
Now, if you get there an hour early, you're finding your spot an hour early, that's different. But like, if there's like, I would say 40 minutes till showtime?
Yeah.
It's probably like your limit. Like at that point, anything less is like you're done for. I mean, you hate saving spots too.
I hate all of it. So like, I hate saving a spot because I'm nervous that the people around me are going to like push too close, and then I'm a pushover. And like in my head, I'm like really aggressive, like, but like I don't really like act on any of it. So I'm not like, oh, hey, like that's my spot. Like, don't move my backpack, don't move my stroller. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Not people like would, but like, okay, like my elbows are out for a reason, you know? But like, I would just be like, oh, sorry, do you need this space?
I feel like
so like it's not great. And then when you're like waiting there and you're the only one with both of the kids and it's past both of their bedtimes and they're both out really late and you're like you never know which one is going to explode.
yes.
And like who needs what and like what we're all doing and like it's just crazy. And then being the one to go out and get food, all you're worried about is, am I getting the right thing? Are they going to have what I need? How am I going to make it back? Am I going to make it back on time? And how many people am I going to piss off by pushing through them with 2 armfuls of food?
Even mobile ordering, again, it just comes down to like trying to navigate back. It's just
like the in and out. Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
But I think what we did after the fireworks really worked.
Yeah, so after the fireworks, it went happily ever after, was awesome, like always. But also, just as a reminder, don't lift your kids above your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. PSA there. But we went and Jack and I went and got the ice cream at the ice cream parlor. And because of where we were able to just take a step up onto the sidewalk because we got to see the second showing of the Starlight Parade.
Yeah, we literally just went from like in the street for Happily Ever After to we just got this great spot next to a garbage can on the sidewalk.
And as a vlogger, I love the garbage cans.
Worked out really well because you were able to like prop up the camera, right? Did you?
I did. Yeah.
And then we didn't have to worry about like people like next to us pushing us over. Like we had like our spot there. And we had this really nice couple next to us. They were on their honeymoon. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. They were fantastic.
They were so nice. Like I was like talking to them. Stella was sleeping. You were with Jack getting ice cream. Like it was a lot less stressful because you were also like 5 steps away in the ice cream parlor. Like you were right there. We had a bit to wait until Starlight anyway. Like the whole park was clearing out pretty much. So it was good. That was fine. Yeah. Acceptable.
That was acceptable, yeah. If I yelled loud enough, you could probably hear me.
Probably.
Yeah. Tell us more about Starlight, because this was kind of a special... We saw Starlight earlier in the trip, but this one was a little bit more special than the other one.
Yeah, it was.
Besides you being able to actually see.
Oh, I finally got to see it with my family. Shocker. No, it was really good actually. So we had a really good spot. Jackson had on his Donald Duck hat, and I think he was either sitting and like I was crouched next to him or like something. But Daisy noticed his Donald Duck hat, which was so cute. And then she's trying to get Donald's attention, and Donald finally like looked. And then Daisy and Donald got like Snow White's attention, and they were trying to like send it like down the line of like people to like look at his hat, which I thought was like super, super sweet. It was really cute.
So good. And Daisy did the little, she was like she was the, I don't know how you
she had her like hand on her like face, and she was like gazing at him.
Yeah, it was in love.
So
and
cute.
It was,
it was adorable.
He ate it up. Yeah, it was amazing.
We got back to the hotel, so we just took like a nice little walk out of Magic Kingdom. I love like a nice like slow walk out of Magic Kingdom. As like a footnote here, that's kind of been like, I've been in this new like mode of parenting. And I saw like a reel or something about it, and like it like really resonated with me that like it's not a race. Like you're not being chased by a bear. Like you don't have to be like rushing all the time. So like I really like put it into place when like trying to get out the door or like get out of the car, get buckled in the car, like get into a store. Like it's not a race. It's okay if like we take an extra 5 seconds. It's okay if like we're not out the door in like the 2-second time frame that I wanted to get out the door, you know?
Yeah.
So like I almost hope that we like bring this over to our Disney trip. Not that we're like lazy, but that we're like not rushing. And it's like there's no time frame. We are allowed to just hang on Main Street. We are allowed to take a leisurely walk out of Magic Kingdom.
And what I will put a little footnote, or not a footnote, a little star asterisk here is intentionally.
Yeah.
Because as we mentioned, I think in one of the previous episodes, I took our trip slower this past time, not purposely. There was a lot that we didn't accomplish or get done because things just didn't line up right. Things just kept happening where, just taking care of a brand new baby in the park plus a 4-year-old came with its challenges and challenges that we were ready for, but then things just happen, right?
Yeah.
And it just, with that being said, it slowed us down a lot and we felt like we didn't get enough accomplished. But going into it and having the mindset of like, no, we're going to take it slower.
Yeah.
Let's just look around and like.
But the thing is, like, we did do so much. Like, we
did.
Repeated rides. We like did so much. We felt like we didn't. You know why? Because we didn't get to do the things that typically slow you down more.
Yeah.
We didn't see the shows. We didn't see the parades. We didn't like do that kind of stuff that like we had hoped we would do because out of fear that we would miss like a ride or something. So anyway, so when you like put like leisurely stroll at Magic Kingdom, I was like, yeah, like that's it. Like that's the goal, is to like be a little more at ease this trip. Jackson was so sweet. We talk about it like in the vlog, but basically we were all exhausted. Jackson fell asleep like on a stranger on the bus, and I had to like pull him up by the brim of his Donald Duck hat and like hold him upright. And then he got really mad that I carried him off the bus because he was sleeping. So he got mad he didn't get off the bus on his own. So we had to like implement like a red light, green light game to get him to stop crying and like move along and go back to the room so we could go to bed, where Mitchell and I had a lovely dinner in bed of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wonderful.
I mean, that honestly sounds like a great night. Like long day at Magic Kingdom, like parade, fireworks, ice cream, kids asleep, come home, eat some Buffalo Wild Wings.
I could do that right now.
I know. And the thing that's crazy about that is you have to remember Stella was sleeping in that room with us, and we're sitting there going to town on some B-dubs watching Mickey Mouse shorts.
That's so true, actually. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. We were just...
It
was a good ending.
It was
tonight.
good.
Yeah. And that was it. This was a shorter vlog because I did not splice them well enough near the end. I really left in all of Starlight because here's where the FOMO in me kicks in our vlogs. I'm like, well, I gotta show all of the Starlight Parade. It's brand new. People will love to see it.
Yeah, and it's also like, well, we're in a different location and there's different interactions and different this and that. And like, it's like, well, the first one, we weren't in a good spot. So now we are, but like, you can't not film the first one.
Exactly.
But then when you're in a better spot for the second one and the whole family is together, like you can't not film that one either. Like I don't like it, but I get it.
Yes. And then I don't want to sandwich this onto the other one because then you have a longer vlog.
Yeah.
So this is the consequence of my action. So sorry about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you are enjoying the vlog series. Hopefully you're watching along. If you're just listening and maybe that's all you like to do is listen, you're not watching vlogs at all, but we'd encourage you to go check out our YouTube channel and you can watch our entire trip over there and tons of past trips and things when we were cast members as well. But that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode. Again, we appreciate all of our support from all of our Patreon members, and you can follow us over on Patreon and become a paid member to support everything that we're doing here on the podcast, plus more on YouTube. And you can also support us by giving us those 5-star reviews, and we'll read your review on our next episode. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the places, and of course on YouTube. Go subscribe on YouTube. But that's it for this week's episode. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time.